Welcome back to another week in esports. I am back from the non-corporeal realms, the planar realms, to bring you all this wonderful esports news here on this lovely Monday morning / afternoon, depending on if you're on the East Coast or if you're on the West Coast, or if you're in Europe. Good evening. How's dinner? We're going to talk esports today. We only got a couple stories, but they are important and you know, worth consideration, worth talking about, worth looking at. League of Legends, where we're going to start off with, we're going to be talking about CLG, Counter Logic Gaming. 10th place in the league. This CLG is one of the founding teams of League of Legends. They've been around since the goddamn thing started, and they are in 10th fucking place. And they let Zikz, Tony Gray, go recently, or at least they demoted him to a different position. They pulled him from the coaching staff. He's no longer the head coach of the CLG team. And a lot of former CLG employees came out the woodwork on social media to condemn that and say that's not the problem, that's not the issue. Zikz is a great coach and these guys aren't executing on his plans. I can't speak to that because I don't know Tony Gray, but CLG has had a lot of good seasons. They had previously really strong seasons, and then they lost all their superstar talent at the beginning of this season, and it just seems like they have not picked it up. They have not meshed all split long, and it has been a rough ride for them. Now, if they're just, you know, get Tony out the spotlight, give him a chance to, you know, take a break, relax, reset, because sometimes you got to reset. If you're 1-9, maybe you need to step back and vacation and reset, get your mind right. But at the same time, if the players just aren't meshing together, it doesn't matter what coach you can bring in. Whatever coach you bring in, they're still going to suck. So it's a very sort of mixed bag thing. You know, it's basically a brand new roster coming into an established family, and he having to turn these kids into a team and a family. And so it's a very tough job. CLG, though, has struggled all season long. They haven't struggled as much as TSM, who fucking are not doing good, but they have had the worst North American season of all the North American teams, and that's not good. Just so y'all know, the new Spotlight came out this morning. Check it out on the YouTubes. I think he looks better. I think he used to look stupid and ugly. And they even got a throwback to Robo Nunu jungling like freak. So I love that. Moving on to our next story, we're going to be talking about fandom and how it can be shitty. Smash Brothers Melee. Let's talk about Hungrybox. I want to talk about Juan. Hungrybox is an amazing player, and I don't say that because I've met him. I say that because he's fucking proven it with wins all the time, constantly. Dude is a winning machine. He plays fucking Puff. He plays Jigglypuff. You can't talk shit about his pick because you can't play it. Nobody can. Nobody plays Jigglypuff on that level. If it was a broken character, everybody would be fucking playing it, but it's not. It's just him, and he wins on it. So the argument that Puff is free or that it's easy for him to win is horseshit, because he put in the work over the past several years to be that good and to be that dominant in the scene. And for people to turn him into the villain and be mad at him when he wins, that's fucking bullshit. Like, it's okay to root for your dude, but like, accept that the other guy is incredibly talented too. Like, nobody saw Muhammad Ali beat the shit out of Joe Frazier and was like, oh, Muhammad's a cheater, or Muhammad's free fucking win against Joe Frazier. Like, that's not how that shit works. Like, if two people who are incredibly talented at a game go at it fair 1v1 and the other one wins, he's just better, right? Like, he just got that. There's no fucking referee calling it unfairly for one person or the next. There was no flukes. It was either one person's skill paid off and he won, or another person's skill paid off and they won. And this whole thing about just constantly painting Hungrybox as a cheater or as an asshole or as the villain, it's dumb shit. Like, it's real dumb. And you, as a fan of the product, as a fan of the tournament scene, you shouldn't be so constant in your condemning of the player just for playing the character he likes to play. And you shouldn't just bullshit and lie and make stuff up like saying that Jigglypuff is garbage, because it's clear that Jigglypuff is not the top tier character. Jigglypuff is clearly not Fox. But, you know, Hungrybox put in the work. He put in the effort. He made that character a top tier character for him. That's his pick. And so if you can't respect that, then you don't actually give a shit about the game. You just want to be a hater. And haters can fuck off. Like, if that's all you got, then go away. No one wants to talk to you about that shit. And that's it for Smash Brothers. Like, that's all I want to talk about. There was great Smash all weekend long. We had North American LCS all week long. That existed. I'm not going to say it was great, but it definitely happened. And we had some great esports. Now, around the corner, I forgot to get Greg graphics for this, but the International 8 is right around the corner. TI8, Dota 2, that's coming up. That's the biggest Dota tournament of the year. It's fucking $22 million, insane amounts of money, 5-day tournament, and on the 21st, turn on the 21st, and you better believe I'm gonna be watching it and talking about it. I am terrible at Dota 2. I cannot fucking play that game at all, but I will talk about the International. That's what I got. Thank you so much for tuning in to This Week in Esports. I'm your host, Lubu. You can find me on Twitter at chef_LU_BU. You can go ahead and smash bros a like button and Hungrybox subscribe. If you got comments about Melee, you know, let me know. I don't know how many of you are 18 years old. If you got comments about CLG, you can leave your memes below. I love them. And I will see you next week for next week's Week in Esports.